The Dolphins' biggest recent move was trading for Bradley Chubb at the deadline. Just before this trip, we had a chance to sit down to talk about the transition from Denver to Miami and to this new Dolphins locker room. We're here with Dolphins linebacker Bradley Chubb. Thank you for making the time for us on our pregame show. You have a unique situation. You're the only player on this Dolphins team to already play the 49ers. You got a key sack against Jimmy Garoppolo in the fourth quarter. You guys got the win. How does that experience help you now going into this game?
Yeah, man, I've been making a little joke around the week that I'm in a division of my own. I played the Texans, I played the 49ers, and play a couple of teams we see in the future as well. So it's cool, man. It's a good advantage just because I know what to expect, what they like throwing at different defenses, different looks and stuff like that. So being a new scheme, new team, I'm excited to see how it goes. December football, everything is elevated. You go from the Broncos to now the Dolphins that are a contender. How special is that? It's special, man. Just at first it kind of seemed like it was all over the place. I had a whirlwind of emotions. I had to leave my old team, been here for 4 years, but when I opened my eyes and saw like where I was, man, and saw the opportunity I had ahead of me, man, I couldn't do nothing but smile and embrace it, So I'm excited about it. I'm doing everything I can to help this team continue this win streak, continue to stacking these wins. Just want to clarify that you like the beach more than the mountains 100%, now, right? 100%. Love the beach. The mountains are okay, but they get old quick. Realistically, you've only been here a month. What's your best part about Miami that you've experienced? Man, just the sun, honestly, man. Just being out in the sun, having it be 85 plus every day, sweating, going out there and practice and kind of getting that pregame sweat and all that out of me. So when I do play in the games, it's kind of like I'm playing fast and stuff like that. 9 figures, $110 million. Yeah. Describe the feeling of putting the pen to the paper there. Putting the pen to the paper was kind of like on the back burner. Like, it was cool to do that, to get the pictures, but my main thing was the night before when I found out everything was about to happen. And my mom was actually down here helping me get settled in and stuff, and my agent was down here as well. So just like those whirlwind of emotions, seeing her smile from ear to ear, had tears coming out my eyes, just everything, all those emotions that I went through with the injuries and keeping my head down and making sure I just, played and did everything I knew how to do. So to see it pay off, to see it work out, it was for sure dope. So, man, I just can't do nothing but play hard for the Dolphins, man. They gave me the opportunity to be out here with all that money, man, so I can't be too mad. You stay out west. Chargers Sunday Night Football. What do you think that week's going to be like? How does that help you guys come together, just spending all of that extra time together? It's going to be like a field trip when you think about it, like a bowl game back in college. When you're here during the week, guys go home to their families, guys go home and do whatever they have to do because, they're home. They're not really thinking. Once we leave the building, it's about, taking care of your family and stuff. So I know a lot of families probably won't travel all the way to the West Coast for that week. So it's going to be more of guys and just making sure we stay close and getting closer. So it's going to be, like I said, like a bowl game, man, just staying around your guys and football 24/7. So it's going to be fun.
Time now for 7 Sports with Josh Moser.
We're not afraid to talk about Super Bowls here. We're not afraid to talk about, going to a playoff game, having the opportunity to go to one and then, hopefully winning one.
Hi, everybody. Tua is fired up. Welcome out live inside the Dolphins training facility. There is a renewed sense of energy in this building following the trade deadline. The players saying that they feel they are true championship contenders. Remember, the Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in more than 20 years. Bradley Chubb on the practice field today for the first time in a Fins uniform. It was a first-round pick of 4th and running back Chase Edmonds to acquire the Pro Bowl pass rusher. Former 49ers running back Jeff Wilson also joining the Fins, reuniting with head coach Mike McDaniel from their time in San Francisco.
We're just in the moment working, trying to win as many games as we can, and it's a very competitive league. We're in a great division. Buffalo, is a great team, and for us, we're just trying to win as many games and give us a chance to get to the postseason.
Yeah, let's knock it up for Chris. That's what I did in 2 meetings. We're knocking it up.
I don't think any of us, including myself, will be happy unless we ultimately win a Super Bowl, which is what every team's trying to do.
Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle continue to star in this new offense. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is also putting up career numbers. Tua feeling very confident entering the midway point of the season, even calling out his critics Wednesday afternoon.
Growing a lot with the deep balls, huh? Don't we think? Yeah. That was probably a subtle jab, but it was a jab. So I would say the deep ball.
I like this salty Tua. Let's talk Heat for a quick moment. They're back out on the floor tonight, coming off a come-from-behind victory over the reigning NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors, but just announced Jimmy Butler will not play this evening. Coincidentally, it was him hitting the game winner last night, capping off a 7-0 run to win 116-109. Now it's a rematch against the Kings. Miami falling in Sacramento last week. Max Strus saying the Heat are looking for redemption.
Winning cures everything. So definitely feels good. But like you said, it's right back at it to a team that we just lost to last week. So we know what they're bringing. It's time to get another one and have a good little home stretch here.
Tyler Hero knocked out of last night's game with an eye injury. We've got an update on him coming up at 6:50. But that'll do it for me live here at the Dolphins training facility. Let's send this one back inside the studio to Craig and Belkis.
Thank you, Josh.
We got it. That's it. That's 7 News at 6. Ciao, ciao.
Time now for 7 Sports with Josh Moser.
Hi, everybody. The Panthers so close to a title, but the Cats just too hurt in the Stanley Cup Finals. Today, exit interviews for ace-seeded Florida and the final goodbye to an incredible hockey season. A clean-shaven Matthew Tkachuk addressing the media this morning. The Panthers star, trying to play through a broken sternum, was ultimately held out of Game 5 of the Finals, recounting what he will remember most.
After winning a round at team meal that night, just like shooting the whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, those are the moments I'm going to miss. Like, it's playing cards on the plane, or playoffs, we're together like 24/7 at home on the road. So these last few months, it's been some of the most fun I've ever had in my life.
Like the Panthers, the Heat also falling in Game 5 of the Finals. Miami will look to retool this offseason by landing a star. NBA draft is already next Thursday. A decision will need to be made on Max Strus. The shooting guard is an unrestricted free agent, will be able to have discussions with any team beginning June 30th. At the Heat exit interview, Strus sounding like he thinks he will not be back.
I couldn't ask for anything more. I've had an unbelievable time here. I did what I came here to do for myself. They've given me an opportunity, and I took advantage of it, and I will forever be thankful to Coach Riley, Coach Spo, Andy for keeping me around and giving me that opportunity.
Game 6 of the NBA Finals would have been tonight in Miami. Instead, it is a championship parade in Denver. Here is the scene at the Capitol in the Mile High City. Finals MVP Nikola Jokic joking he wanted to get back to Serbia to watch his horse race Sunday instead of being at the parade. Incredible player right there. Off day for the Marlins, the Fish traveling from Seattle to Washington. It's a 3-game divisional set against the Nationals beginning tomorrow night. And what a moment last night in the Emerald City. Eugenio Suarez representing the tying run in the bottom of the 9th. He hits a deep shot to right center. This would tie the game, but Jesus Sanchez robs him of a grand slam. Take a second look. This ball was out. The fan was ready, but that was the difference in the game. Marlins win 4-1. To soccer, international friendly between Argentina and Australia in China. Inter Miami fans get excited. 79 seconds in, Messi on the goal. It is the fastest of his international career. Argentina wins 2-0. Messi will turn 36 next week on June 24th. He's free to join Inter Miami after June 30th when his contract expires with PSG. But Craig and Belkis with Messi, the finals runs for the Heat and Panthers. Right now, Miami has to be the hottest sports city in the country.
No joke for sure.
Robin and Tavares, how about it? 8th-seeded Miami is now 1 win away from playing for it all. Nobody predicted this. Remember, ESPN giving the Celtics a 97% chance to win this series. Well, now it is the Heat 1 game away from clinching the East and heading back to the NBA Finals. Let's get you to it. Pre-game, we've got the Dolphins courtside. Jalen Ramsey and Christian Wilkins working on their camera skills. Love the support. Second quarter, we start. Duncan Robinson serving up Bam Adebayo. Look at the athleticism. That put the Heat up double digits. 4 minutes to play in the half. Phenomenal ball movement. It is Robinson from 3. Heat leads 61-46 at the half. Third quarter, it is Bam again. This time off the lob from Max Strus. Miami's up 20. Ensuing Heat possession. Gabe Vincent, transition. Stop and pop at the three-point line. He had a game high and career high 29 points. Heat win in blowout fashion. Are now one game away from sweeping the Celtics, advancing to the 2023 NBA Finals. Here is Bam Adebayo just moments ago.
People always counted us out. Always said we weren't good enough. We ain't have enough talent. We got too many undrafted guys. I mean, we've been hearing it years after years. So for us, we got a motivation, we got a chip, and we're looking forward now.
128-102 the final. We've got post-game reaction coming up on Lexus Sports Extra. We'll see you again at 11:30. Reporting live courtside at the Kaseya Center, Josh Moser, 7 News 19. Emotionally, this does so much for so many people. You hear the word resuscitate. Damar Hamlin literally brought back to life on the field Monday night. 72 hours later, a sense of relief hearing from doctors that Hamlin is making significant progress. Hopeful signs for Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin.
There has been substantial improvement in his condition over the past 24 hours.
Days after suffering cardiac arrest during a Monday night football game against the Bengals, his eyes finally opening.
As of this morning, he is beginning to awaken, and it appears that his neurological condition and function is intact. We had significant concern about him after the injury and after the event that happened on the field, but he is making substantial progress.
Doctors crediting the quick action of medical staff at the game Monday night.
I think it just speaks really to the immediate recognition that there was something significantly and seriously wrong.
Damar's condition still critical, but showing improvement. The 24-year-old even able to communicate with hospital staff, though not verbally yet.
When he was communicating with us last night and then again today, that's been in writing. He was expressed surprise that he had been, not with the world for 2 days. We've talked to him about all the support that's been given from Cincinnati, Buffalo, and really across the country for him and his family during this time.
Doctors saying one of the first questions asked was about the outcome of the Bills-Bengals game.
When he asked, did we win? The answer is yes. Damar, you won. You've won the game of life.
The signs of improvement are great. However, the road to recovery will still be long.
From our standpoint, we would like to see him continue to improve, to be completely breathing on his own, and then to be, ready to be discharged from the hospital.
Great news. The Bills returning to practice for the first time this afternoon. Since Hamlin went into cardiac arrest, media was not allowed to take video of the practice. So we show you these pictures of Bills players holding up the number 3 for their brother Damar Hamlin. Bills quarterback Josh Allen very emotional after hearing the news today.
Being on that field, you lose sleep, you hurt for your brother, a lot of shared grief, but to the question before, getting updates and positive updates eases so much of that pain and that tension that you feel.
I want to bring up the name Denny Kellington. He's the Bills' assistant athletic trainer. More importantly, he's the man that performed CPR on Hamlin at the stadium, saving his life. An incredible 24 hours, doctors saying again that Hamlin is making substantial improvement. Live in the Plex, Josh Moser, 7 News.